Alright, happy holidays everybody. Today on Cabal Cast, we are going to be in Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath to do a 1 versus 1 video commentary. This is my last holiday VOD this year, so I would like to thank all my subscribers and everybody who sent me their replays to cast. I haven't got to to the rest of them, but I'll eventually get to them, but this will be my last one because in a couple of days, this game will come out a couple of days before Christmas, and then I'll be heading back home to see my parents and whatnot, and then when I come back, it'll just be regular VODs. So this game here is a replay of the week for GameReplays.org. It features Unleashed and BikeRushOwnZ. Random versus Zocom on tournament Dustbowl. So to the north here, we see Unleashed. He's playing as a blue screen faction. Awesome. And then down south is BikeRushOwnZ playing as his usual red faction, Zocom. So both these players are going to go see if they can capture some tip spikes. BikeRush is starting off with a rifleman squad with the sell-off of his watchtower, and only going for 2 scouts. He looks like he's very confident in his abilities to only protect with his engineer with only 2 rifleman squad scouts. And why wouldn't you? It's BikeRush, no problems there. Meanwhile, Unleashed is going to go for the same tip spike as BikeRush. This should be very interesting. He's going to send 1 buzzer down the center of the map and 1 to the left side, while the 3 buzzer squads are going to go to the right side where BikeRush is going to meet him. And a couple of those buzzer squads are going to get... oh no! Oh yeah, okay, Unleashed loses 1 of his buzzer squad scouts. And he only has 1 remaining, so Unleashed may lose his buzzer squads. No, he is not. BikeRush lost his rifleman squad scouts. And I think his engineer has gone back to the tip field. So yeah, Unleashed is going to be capturing this tip spike, no problems whatsoever. BikeRush is going to lose out on $1,000 or $500. He has to force to build a APC out of his war factory. And that's not going to be good. He's delaying getting his refineries and harvesters out. But this is a BikeRush. I mean, he has money all the time, so I don't guess it doesn't matter. APC is going to be going towards the middle half of the map. Maybe he wants to go capture Unleashed's MCV or something. Not sure what. He's at tier 2. Ooh, tier 2 by Unleashed. So it looks like I think he's identifying that BikeRush has a sneaky engineer somewhere. But I think he's identifying that there's an APC in the center of their map, so maybe he can drop down a lightning spike or something to counter that. He's expanding with his MCV. Is he going for a rush? No, he's going to the left side of the map, so I don't know if he's going to be experiencing that. BikeRush is going to be meeting a Gunwalker here, and the Gunwalker, I think at least knows that BikeRush has an APC engineer inside that APC. So it looks like maybe if he went to the left, he could have gotten that tip spike and get his $500 back. But I think he's going to be taking his chances and capturing this tip spike here. Away from Unleashed, 2 Gunwalkers are going to be chasing that. And I don't think BikeRush is going to capture because the Gunwalkers are too close. So the APC might go down, and BikeRush is going to lose out on his $500. Devour Core Rush. Ooh, classic Aeonian style gameplay here. Devour Corruptor combo is going to be coming off from Unleashed. He's going to go straight down the guts because he knows that BikeRush is a little bit behind in his economy, and that's exactly what BikeRush is going to be doing. He has his 5th harvest right now, so I guess he's not that far behind, but at the same time he's not going to be able to see this Dev Core Rush. So it looks like he's going to be forced to go into a blind counter or something. Spoiler alert. So BikeRush is going to have to deal with this Devour Corruptor combo. He has tier 2, so it looks like he wants to get the... yep, here comes the lightning spike now on BikeRush. He's going to be doing some pit bulls, and pit bulls is not the answer you need against his lightning spike. So we're going to see, the drones of 4 power are going to coming in now, and BikeRush has to force to defend this with the aid of just his predator tanks and his pit bulls. So that rocket harvester is going to be going back for repairs. Another rocket harvester is going to be go back for repairs. The building block placement is going to be coming up from BikeRush. Force to blaze down some watchtowers, and another Devour tank coming in now. Taking a couple shots of that rocket harvester. Is not going to be able to take it out now. Both players have not lost. Pitbull finally goes down. BikeRush is just trying to force to defend this off with just building block placements, and then building block is a good counter to this whole thing. And Unleashed is going to back off now because I think this 1 Corruptor is not going to be able to do it enough, and those drones with power is going to be wearing off in a couple of minutes, a couple seconds at least. And now BikeRush has 3 predator tanks out now, and these predator tanks are going to be forced getting off that Devour tank, but the Corruptor and the drones of 4 power are keeping that Devour tank alive. And that Devour tank needs to charge up again to take out these Predator tanks. But when Devour tank goes down, Unleashed is forced to vacate this base here because there's too many Predator tanks coming out now. And single rifleman squad now is going to be chasing about that buzzer. But that was a good counter there by BikeRush. completely dismissed that Devour Corruptor combo. But the building blocks and the Predator tanks just push back that force there. And Devour Corruptor is very, very good when it's not seen, and at the same time, BikeRush just knows exactly what he needs to do. He build blocked the base here, and then just made Unleash just fight for it, and then that gave BikeRush enough time to just get a lot of Predator tanks and just destroy that force. So now Unleashed, he has 4 and 2 in his field, which is not too bad. He's low on power, which he needs another refinery and another power plant. But this is forcing BikeRush to have a little bit more economy than Unleashed. And not sure where his wow. BikeRush's MCV is way the hell up here. He's going to go for an aggressive expansion. Maybe place down another refinery before a couple more refineries here. Then he can go for an aggressive expansion. But Unleashed hasn't seen this. I don't know where his MCV is. Some Pitbulls are coming into the base now. There's 5 Pitbulls here, so it looks like they're going to do some Harvester harassment. But there's a couple of secret tanks here from Unleashed, so they're going to push those Pitbulls back just a little bit, just to keep them out of range, so that BikeRush has something to do anything about it. But BikeRush, ooh, look at this. He's going to go for a massive counter push with Predator tanks and an Engineer. Oh, and Rocket Squads. Good. But he's out of Tiberium, so he has to make this work. If this doesn't work, then it's GG for BikeRush. So he's going to have to make this work. There's an APC Engineer from BikeRush here, and he's just building up more APCs and Rocket Squads here. So I think Unleashed finally realizes that there's a construction area inside this base here, and BikeRush just brought this base off. And a Stasis Shield! Oh, a Stasis Shield from Unleashed. That was great. But Stasis Shield's under attack by those Pitbulls, so now Unleashed has to force to defend this. He has a couple of Disintegrator squads with some Gunwalkers, but there's a lot of Predator tanks here from BikeRush, and there's just like so many forces here from BikeRush here that I don't think Unleashed can handle this. He needed more Devour tanks, not to mention that BikeRush's construction area is right there, so it forced to place down some Photon Cannons. The Photon Cannons is the only tier 2 base defense that actually is good against this type of push here. But there's a lot of stuff here that Unleashed, I don't know if he can handle this. He's a lot of forces. BikeRush has a superior force, and he captured Unleashed's MCV. Oh my God, that APC Engineer went up absolutely unnoticed, and Unleashed has been defeated. Wow, BikeRush came back from a Devour Corruptor push, and then just went straight for his MCV, capped Unleashed MCV, and that was GG. A 7-minute game. Wow, never been so exciting about that before. So units graph, we see that BikeRush obviously had the most units graph structure. Unleashed had the most resources. But it was all BikeRush for the first 3.5 minutes or so, and then Unleashed had the more economy. So only 39,534 to Unleashed and 35,384. So Unleashed had $3,300 more than BikeRush. Interesting. So that was a little bit of a fast game, but it was a good game. So thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me. Happy holidays, and I'll see you guys after Christmas. My name's Cabal, and I'll see you guys next time.